Anti-Israeli protests are still raging across college campuses. Some universities like Columbia, USC, canceling their traditional graduation ceremonies because of safety concerns. What a cop-out. The police are already stretched thin, though, working overtime to try and keep the peace there. And while pro-Hamas agitators spit on, curse at, and threaten them, it's a disgrace. They have to deal with all this, and they never brought this on themselves. This is about politics, and someone's paying them. Here to discuss what the cops are up against and how they're taking down these encampments. They're not just winging it. The host of CrimeCam 24/7 on Fox Nation and former Tulsa Lieutenant Sean Sticks Larkin. Sean, great to see you. Before we get to your new season, your new series, when I watch these police come out with their riot gear and have to take down these encampments, there's a method and tactic to this. Could you bring us through it?
Yeah, obviously first there is going to be the gathering of the minds, so to speak. Your administrators from the department, your tactical team leaders, and they're actually usually going to speak with, whoever's hosting the event, the presidents of these schools, and they start discussing the ideas, the options. They want to have an overhead view of what the layout is like, what they're up against. And all of these departments, well before the defund the police, movement that exploded in 2020, they've all practiced these, large gatherings, how to disperse crowds, how to, get them to move in certain directions. The departments that are lucky enough to have mounted patrol, deployable gases, and so forth. And so these things are practiced. It's just the application that if these schools allow the officers to do their jobs, they can deploy safely and get everybody out of there.
There's a couple of things I noticed with UCLA. They were shooting fire extinguishers at the cops. And we know they had bear spray, too. And they have the plywood. And as they're pulling away the plywood, I know they probably did some surveillance, probably put a guy probably in the middle of that somewhere. But they really didn't know what was going to hit him. I'm not saying these are experienced criminals. You're not taking down John Gotti's gang. But for the most part, you're walking in there blind.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that mob mentality. And again, not to, go back to 2020 again, but what we saw across the country were protests where young adults mostly were vandalizing, causing damage, assaulting officers, assaulting other citizens. And we know there was a lot of these guys that were never prosecuted. So they're back at it again. We're just seeing it on the college campuses this time.
Right. We'll see how they take up the encampments. The other thing, real quick, because I want to get to your show, is the spitting and the chants, NYPD or LAPD, KKK, and they're in their face, and they know you guys can't pop them, and you can't hit them with nightsticks like the old days. But isn't it tempting? How do you calm yourself in that situation?
Well, first of all, you don't want to go to prison or lose your job, obviously. You don't want to get yourselves what we call a 1983 lawsuit, a civil rights violation. It is frustrating. The things that people say to law enforcement when they're in their uniform. I've had this conversation with people myself when I was a cop. There's things that have been said to me, I'll even say from defense attorneys in the courtroom, from suspects on the street, that if they saw me in a bar, they would not say. Because they know when you're on duty, you're in that uniform, you've got that badge, you have your job that you're not going to lose, you're not going to put your family in that position. And they just feel empowered to do so, against the men and women in law enforcement.
Yeah, they get out right away, their desk warrants, and they wear a mask, so they're cowards. I'm really excited about your brand new season on Fox Nation, CrimeCam 24/7. First off, this season you brought a clip. It's about a woman in a police station. Do you want to set this up at all?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a woman who walks into a police station. We're used to people walking into our offices, so to speak. They're there for help. They're wanting to talk to us. They're wanting to report a crime. But this young lady, she actually walks in with a firearm exposed, there to cause some trouble.
Let's watch.
When no one responds to her banging, she tries a different approach. She fires a round at the door leading to the interior of the station, which ricochets into a ceiling tile. Dust can be seen falling from the damage. If she didn't have the attention of officers before, she does now. The shooter then takes several steps backward, aims her weapon, and fires 2 shots at the level 3 ballistic glass, separating the lobby from the front desk.
Insanity. We can expect more things like that this year?
Oh, every single episode is full of that. And I also want to point out this young lady right here, that was her ex-boyfriend's firearm, who was an NYPD officer that she had taken. It was a suicide by cop deal. The officers actually did a great job, but people need to tune in and see how it ends up.
All right, Sean, you do a great job. I'll talk to you next week on Law Enforcement Week. I'll see you in Washington. It's going to be a big week there, finally getting the respect you deserve. Also, I understand some recruiting for cops is going up. It's heading in the right direction. Sean, thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.